Well, good morning. Welcome back to Shane's Can of Worms project, Betty Lou. I thought I'd give you an update as to what I've been up to here lately. Um, been doing a little bit of work on rebuilding my passenger side running board. It's rusted out and I need to flare it out a little bit towards the back to tie in with the widened rear fender. And while I've been, the reason I'm working on some of the body work is I've been waiting for some car parts for the motor. I was hoping to get it running here before the end of the year. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, but yeah, there's just been a backlog with the Canada Post strike and having to order stuff through eBay and Amazon and some of the other part suppliers. But I'll show you what I've been up to. So on the original Corvette engine, the alternator here was actually located way down over here. Of course, that's not going to work on my car because I got my steering linkage down here in the way. So I purchased this ICT alternator relocate bracket off of Amazon. It's meant for turbocharged LS1 Corvette engines. So I looked at a lot of different designs and stuff, and this looked like this was going to get the alternator nicely out of the way. Also moves the power steering pump in a different location. And yeah, so when I put it on, I noticed that this would not work for the electronic throttle bodies. So I was changing the electronic throttle body to a cable style throttle body. So that worked out in my benefit. So instead of all your electronic components on the driver's side of the throttle body, it moves everything over, your linkage over to the passenger side. So it gives you lots of clearance here. Went with the larger size throttle body opening, 92 millimeter, compared to whatever the stock one was, like 70 some millimeters. So meant more for turbocharged engines, but should work in my case. One thing I did goof up on was not knowing how much difference there was between a Corvette LS1 and say a typical truck LS1. It has a different water pump, so everything's configured differently. The pulley offsets are different, all that kind of stuff. Also found out that the alternators are different. So I bought this alternator, bought it, well, they said it was brand new at a swap meet in Portland. The Corvette LS1 has a different electronic connector here, and I'm assuming it's maybe configured a little bit differently on the back side because I can't get my coil cover to fit over. You'll see there's like only not even a quarter of an inch clearance, maybe 3/8 of, yeah, quarter inch clearance there. So I'm hoping the Corvette alternator is quite a bit different in design. So I ordered one about a month ago probably. It's supposed to be arriving here hopefully before Christmas. And I can put that on and take this one off, and I guess it'll be going on Marketplace. The other thing I noticed, I bought this water pump, or power steering pump, but not sure that's going to work for me. I'm going to have to do some research into it to see if it's an actual Corvette LS water pump. I bought it at the swap meet as well. I'm thinking it isn't because it doesn't really line up with the pulleys that well. And it's going to be really tight when I get my hood on here. Like I've just barely got enough clearance here. Like there's about a quarter of an inch clearance between my hood cowl and the alternator casing. So we'll see what happens when I get that Corvette alternator. But you can see here the hood actually ends up just above this nipple here, and it will stick out a little bit further into the fender when I put the fender on. So I'm either gonna have to make some modifications to the fender, which I'd rather not do, but I'll research the Corvette LS1 power steering pump and maybe see if it's configured a little bit differently. I might be able to change this and put a 90 on it instead of a straight coupler. But yeah, we'll take a look and see what happens there. But the billet relocate bracket looks pretty good. Went on really easy. There's lots of spacer bushings that go in there. If you're wondering what this green tape is, it's for well, the Corvette power steering pump. So it won't fit into this one. So I'm thinking this one's probably off of a truck or something. So just put it on here so I don't lose it. But everything else looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the throttle body. It looks pretty good. Comes with an adapter plate to fit up to the old mechanism. But yeah, the Sniper EFI that I bought for it is designed for cable style throttle body. That's why I went with the cable style, because I had the computer program from Holly set for that instead of electronic. And yeah, I guess we'll go from there. I'll keep you updated when I get my new alternator, and I'll let you know what happens with my research on the Corvette power steering pump. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.